Cement. It's the overlooked foundation of our country and a primary ingredient of concrete. We drive on it, we walk on it, we play on it. Most of us even live on it. Everyone benefits from it, but few people know much about cement or how it is made. That's our job. I'm Walter Wolf Jr., and this is the Monarch Cement Company. When it comes to cement, few companies have the experience and history of the Monarch Cement Company. Based in Humboldt, Kansas, the company was originally founded in 1908 as the Monarch Portland Cement Company, and in 1913 it was reorganized as the Monarch Cement Company. For over 100 years, Monarch employees have produced high-quality cement for customers across the Midwest. H.F.G. Wolf, my paternal grandfather, was appointed receiver of the Monarch Portland Cement Company in 1913. Together with August C. Kreitzer, my maternal grandfather, Wolf reorganized the defunct company. The two men served the company as president and vice president until their deaths. My father, Walter H. Wolf, assumed the position of vice president in 1935 and became the company's president in 1945. He served as chairman of the board until his death in 2001. In 1913, the plant had the capacity to produce 1.5 million barrels, or 282,000 tons of cement annually. Today, Monarch has the capacity to produce 1.3 million tons a year. Here at Monarch, we care very much about how cement is made. It all starts in the quarry, where the primary materials that make up cement are mined. Both clay and limestone are extracted from the ground and are key ingredients in cement. Clay, which makes up 20% of cement, is excavated and stored at the plant for later use. Limestone, which constitutes 78% of cement, is mined to a depth well below the surface of the ground. At the quarry, holes are drilled 4½ inches in diameter through the limestone ledge. The holes are loaded with explosives and detonated, resulting in limestone or shot rock 4 feet in diameter or less. Front-end loaders haul the shot rock to the portable crushing system located on site. Each bucket holds 15 tons of rock. The crushing system can crush 800 tons of rock an hour. The crushed rock is transported by truck to the plant's stockpile.
Once the raw materials, the limestone and the shale components arrive at the plant, the limestone is then transported via conveyor belt to our roller mill.
Meanwhile, a front-end loader dumps clay and sandstone onto a conveyor belt, and it is eventually mixed with crushed limestone before entering the roller mill. Maintaining a perfect mix of raw materials is imperative to making a consistent product.
The raw mix components, the limestone and shale, are continuously monitored by our online analyzer. The analyzer continuously monitors the ratios delivered to our roller mill to provide the highest quality product.
Once all materials have reached the roller mill, 3 rolls, each weighing 31 tons, crush the limestone, clay, sandstone, and alumina clays into a fine powder called kiln feed. To save energy, the kiln feed is preheated before entering the kiln. The preheater contains a series of vertical cyclone chambers. Hot gases rising from the kiln heat the material as it swirls through the cyclones. A portion of the heated kiln feed is diverted to the precalciner, where it is heated even more. The kiln feed has reached a temperature of 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit by the time it enters the kiln. Once in the kiln, the material will reach a temperature of 3,400 degrees. As the kiln rotates, the hot temperatures cause the kiln feed to undergo a chemical reaction, and a partly molten product called clinker is produced.
We utilize the waste heat from our preheater in the fuel grinding process in our coal mill. The 2 primary fuels at Monarch are petroleum coke and coal.
The coal mill has the capacity to grind 20 tons of coal and petroleum coke an hour. Waste heat from the pre-calciner is utilized in the coal mill to dry the material. After the coal and coke have gone through the grinding process, they are blown to the kiln hood to assist in heating kiln feed. Pollution control devices, or baghouse dust collector systems, remove dust particles from the kiln gas streams. Each baghouse has 4,350 fiberglass membrane bags. Each bag is 5 inches in diameter and 192 inches long. The dust-filled air flows through the bag and clean air is sent out the stack. Our finish grinding system consists of 6 ball mills. Each mill is a large cylinder containing steel balls ranging in size from 5/8 inch to 3 inches. Clinker and a small amount of gypsum rock are conveyed to the mill.
Gypsum is an ingredient in the finish grinding process. The gypsum regulates the set times of the concrete.
The steel balls in the finish mill crush and grind the clinker and gypsum into a superfine powder called cement. The cement is then sent to a pneumatic pump and conveyed to storage silos for shipping. All aspects of cement manufacturing are monitored and controlled from the control room, which is the heart of the process. A production operator continuously coordinates the raw material handling, roller mill, kiln, and finished grinding operations. The majority of the plant operations are controlled and monitored through a centralized computer system. Quality control is maintained on a 24-hour basis for all phases of the process. A total X-ray analyzer determines the chemical analysis of raw materials, clinker, and finished cement. The analyzer can quantify most known elements. Wet chemistry tests are also performed on each mill test sample to assure a quality product. The final test of quality is in the performance of the finished product. All testing meets the requirements of the federal government, the American Society for Testing Materials, and various states' departments of transportation.
Monarch cement is shipped to customers in 6 states, including our terminals in Dodge City, Kansas, and Des Moines, Iowa.
97% of Monarch's cement is shipped in bulk trucks or rail cars, and the remaining 3% is bagged and shipped by truck. An operator selects the specified type of cement for the truck or rail car, which is then loaded and weighed on automated scales. It takes 6 to 8 minutes to load a truck which holds 26 tons and approximately 30 minutes to load a rail car which holds 100 tons. It takes less than 3 seconds to fill a 94-pound bag with cement which is automatically check-weighed, counted, and put on pallets. A forklift is used to load the pallets on flatbed trucks. Nearly 350,000 bags of Monarch Portland cement and Monarch masonry are packaged every year. Concern for quality does not end at the plant. Our cement is used to make concrete, the most versatile and widely used construction material on the planet. The technical services staff at Monarch partners with our customers to ensure that quality concrete is achieved.
We take over as our cement develops into concrete out in the field. We help with our mix designs, field testing, testing of the plastic and the hardened concrete both in the field and in the lab.
Providing consultation, conducting research, and offering educational programs and hands-on training are just some of the ways we strive to support our local market. Active participation in regional and national industry organizations allows our concrete specialists to stay current with the innovations in the industry so our customers receive the most up-to-date and accurate assistance available for their business. Throughout the years, Monarch has demonstrated a willingness to lead in the protection of our environment. In the early and mid-1900s, this was shown through efforts focusing on energy conservation, which decreased our use of valuable natural resources. In more recent years, our efforts to lessen the impact on the environment have been more direct, such as installation of membrane bags in our dust collector systems to decrease the particulate matter emissions, installation of continuous emission monitors for sulfur dioxides, carbon monoxide, and nitrous oxides, recycling waste heat, and using energy-efficient electrical drive systems. Monarch is committed to an attitude of innovation, so as environmental technologies and regulations change in the future, we will be poised to embrace these changes and strive to promote a culture of environmental stewardship.
The only thing more important than cement at Monarch are our employees and their personal safety.
Monarch provides its employees with the most thorough and up-to-date safety training. Our safety record is a direct result of the diligence and commitment of our employees, and we strive to instill safety as a core value and to make it part of every task. We want every employee to go home safe and healthy at the end of every shift, every day. And speaking of employees, Monarch is blessed to have outstanding men and women who are dedicated to their work both in the plant and in our offices. Over 40% of our employees have past or present family ties to Monarch, and since 1908, Monarch's employee turnover rate has averaged less than 1%. Monarch takes great pride in its product, its process, and most of all, its people. And after over 100 years of meeting the cement needs of the Midwest, we look forward to another century of service.
I hope you enjoyed this visual tour of the Monarch Cement Company and the cement manufacturing process. On behalf of myself and the dedicated employees that work here at Monarch, thank you.